everyone, welcome to my new video of my channel, The Mental Traveler. I'm Caro Herrera and today I shall be reviewing Tarkin, a novel written by James Luceno from the Star Wars universe. It came out in 2015 and it's part of the Rise of the Empire compilation. It's about 300 pages long, and before I begin talking about it, I want to warn you that there will be some mild spoilers. For a long time I wasn't really sure if I was gonna read this book or not, because even though I've been a big Star Wars fan since I was little and my favorite character is Anakin Skywalker / Darth Vader, I've never really been that interested in Tarkin's character, and I guess that there would be some very vague appearances by Vader in this book, so why would I even try it out then? But then one day I was talking to my fellow Star Wars fan friend called the Far Right Center, and she was telling me how she came up with her Tumblr blog in part due to a line from this book. The line is "the burst flicker of persistent light." Spoiler, it's a reference to how even Emperor Palpatine knows that despite all the things that Vader does along while he's working for him, there is still light / good in him, just waiting to come out. And that was it. That was what got me interested in the book, and I wanted to know what circumstances led the characters to come up with that quote. As you may have guessed, it's the story of Grand Moff Tarkin, and through flashbacks we get to see how he was as a kid growing up and what were some of the things that happened to him to shape him into the man that he becomes, and we see in the Clone Wars and in the original trilogy, Star Wars Rebels. And it was even nice to see in the book some references to his appearances in the Clone Wars. But the main plot of the story is set between episodes 3 and 4, 5 years after Order 66 has happened. It shows Tarkin's involvement with the creation of the Death Star, and it shows a lot of these sort of behind-the-scenes moments regarding the political and military spheres of the First Galactic Empire. But my favorite part, of course, was when Tarkin goes on this mission with Darth Vader, and while I wasn't really that interested in their mission, I was captured by the dynamic between them, and as I saw them interacting, I became a little bit more interested in the character of Tarkin. But spoilers ahead, what was really sad for me, what I really adored about these interactions was that we find out that Tarkin suspects Vader is Anakin Skywalker. And this is because during the Clone Wars, the two of them had a sort of cordial / friendship. And so Tarkin knows Anakin during his golden years as a fighter of the Clone Wars. The hero with no fear, the esteemed general. And then when he's with Vader, he puts 2 and 2 together. And I don't know, this connection is something that I like. Another link about how Vader is still Anakin. I don't know why I can like it so much, because it's really hard and tragic for me to know that there were people out there in the galaxy that knew Anakin was Vader and really didn't particularly mind it. But anyways, as a quick side note, we also get to learn some of Palpatine's backstory, and we also get to see how he works now that he is the center of power as the Emperor. I give Tarkin a 3 out of 5 stars review. Well, it serves its purpose, that of making Tarkin a more complex character. I'm just personally not that interested in him or in learning how the Empire was operating between its political or military spheres. I am interested in Vader and his role in it, or in the Empire's struggles with the rebellion. So yeah, even when we were learning about Tarkin's backstory, there were some interesting things there, but it's just not my cup of tea. But I did find it fascinating to see how Vader sort of bonded with Tarkin in a way, and it was also interesting to see the Empire 5 years after its creation. And I also guess that I really liked the fact that I wasn't expecting to like Tarkin and Vader's relationship as much as I did. I didn't love it, but it was more compelling than I thought it would be. And now whenever I watch their scenes together from the original trilogy, or in Star Wars Rebels, or in the Clone Wars, I'm gonna be thinking about this book. Finally, I also thought it was kind of sad the way how Sidious wanted Tarkin and Vader to be friends ever since the time of the Clone Wars, since it's just another proof that the Clone Wars was created by him to get him into power. And I also thought it was horrible how Palpatine was using the ruins of the Jedi Temple as his own building now. It's such a slap on the face to the memory of the Jedi, and it surprised me because I thought that the Jedi Temple would be left alone, because there's this comic where Vader goes to the ruined temple and it's all abandoned and there are corpses everywhere, and it's sort of eerie and hard to see him in that place. But then it's also hard to know that he has to practically live in the Jedi Temple now that it belongs thanks to Palpatine. I don't know, it's really hard to take. But yeah, anyways, this was my review for Tarkin by James Luceno. Please share your comments and thank you very much for watching it. Anything you want to talk to me about it, please let me know. In the description box below you can find a link to the novel's Goodreads page. I'm Carrera, the Mental Traveler. I hope you'll have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world, and may the Force be with you. Goodbye.